Welcome, welcome. I'm starting earlier because I want to make sure everything works. So I see I'm live on Instagram as well. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so welcome. Um, if you're watching this live, I'm so happy that you're here today. And we're gonna just do a quick housekeeping. I hope my internet connection stays stable because I'm here outside. You don't see that, but I'm here outside. I have a background from my course, Power of the Moon. And if you're watching this live, put a comment under this video so that I know that you're watching live, and everybody who's watching live gonna get my Power of the Moon course completely for free. So hopefully this is going fine, and I'll just check Facebook if we're live there as well, and I'm gonna also check YouTube if we're live. And this is gonna be fun because I haven't done these for a very long time, so I'm so excited that I took the time finally today to start with these full moon rituals, new moon rituals again. So we are live on Facebook, and I'm just gonna quickly check YouTube as well. I'm using StreamYard as a I'm using StreamYard as a platform, streaming platform, and I really love StreamYard. So yeah, wonderful. We are live on YouTube as well. So again, welcome. If you're watching this live, drop a comment live or one under this video wherever you're watching, because I'm live on YouTube right now, on Facebook, on my um, public profile, because I cannot stream to the group for whatever reason. So if you are in the group Power of the Moon, let me know. We're gonna figure it out how to stream directly to the group. I don't know what's happening with Facebook, but we know that, they are changing everything all the time. So if you're watching this on YouTube, again, drop me a comment. If you're watching this live, drop a comment under the video. If you're watching on Instagram, then as well. If you're watching live, drop a comment live or one. Okay, so that I know uh, who do I send my newest course, Power of the Moon. Because if you're watching this live, you're gonna get the course completely for free. And if you're watching this on replay, perfectly okay. Just know that next time you will definitely want to watch this live. Okay, because the course is really amazing. I love it, and I'm gonna probably update my course herbalism or magical herbal garden, because I put it down from Udemy, because I've learned so much during my studies the last couple of months, that I want to update it completely so it's new and fresh and beautiful with all the updated information. Okay, so hello again. Welcome to this full moon ritual, full moon discussion about lunar eclipse, about eclipse season. I'm Hannah. I'm a medicinal herb farmer, newly certified. I'm also an eating psychology coach. I'm a mom of four, and you can find me at moonatic dot fr, like France, like in France, because we are since 2006. We are based in the south of France, Provence. We absolutely love it here. We just had our 18th anniversary. So that's really exciting. And you know, eclipse season, let's talk a little bit about the eclipse season. We're gonna I'm gonna share some ways how you can celebrate full moon and also how you can celebrate the eclipse season really. And then we're gonna do the ritual. And I haven't brought my cards, but I'm gonna then share in the ends a little bit about my products because I have my products here. So I'm gonna share about those as well. But first of all, eclipse season, what it is. So eclipse season happens twice a year, and it is a very powerful time of endings and beginnings. Okay, we're gonna do a short ritual, and I will then tell you what to bring because, as I said, eclipse seasons are about endings and beginnings. And it's so interesting because today was my last day at school. Basically, I finished my studies in medicinal herb farming and professional wildcrafting. I filled in all the papers, so that's really exciting for me because something is ending, and basically, what is ending is um, giving me really permission to share my knowledge about plants, about medicinal plants. If you've been following me for a while, I come from a family of medical doctors, but I decided to go the holistic health route, so really medicinal plants and professional wildcrafting. Also, it's unfortunately not yet recognized in France. The official diploma of professional wildcrafting, but I'm happy to share that there are people in France that are working on it. Also, I shared that the diploma of herbalism was abolished in France in 1941. So again, there are many people who are working to again recognize the diploma of herbalist and professional wildcrafter here in France. So that's really a beautiful thing, which I will definitely get involved in. So endings and beginnings. If you feel like something is ending for you, or if you've been feeling like this for last couple of weeks or even a month, it's completely okay because eclipse seasons are here to remind us that change is normal and change is constant. And it's really interesting that we are in our personal development book club, which we're doing with the Live with Vitality Collective, which I'm part of. We are currently reading the book The Pleasure Trap. And I was quite of like ruminating on the motivational triad. If you don't know what I'm talking about, motivational triad, it's basically why are humans, how humans developed on this earth. And motivational triad is basically seek pleasure with the least amount of energy involved and avoid pain. And it's really interesting that humans are not really happy about change because change involves pain. And I'm sure if you've ever been to a CrossFit class or fitness class, you know what I'm talking about. You cannot avoid pain. Change involves, if you're seeing smoke here, it's because I'm burning incense. So if you have some incense here, definitely burn it as well. Change involves pain. Change involves, a certain amount of energy which you have to input into if you want to change. And there is a wonderful quote which I really love quoting: nothing changes if nothing changes. So we really have to be prepared for change, especially during eclipse season. And I've heard so many people talk about relationship issues, breakups, again, endings. And just know that it's completely okay. And I put some notes down to make sure that I talk about everything. Um, how to celebrate Supermoon, which we have late in the evening if you're in the US. If you're in Europe like me, it's really, really early in the morning, like 4:45 Central European time. So you might want to celebrate it in the evening or even now with me. Clear your space. We know that full moon is also not only about celebrating what you achieved within the last month or even like within the last year. We still have 3 months, right, until the end of the year. Clear your space, because so many spaces are full of stagnant energy, and like, don't hesitate to clear even yourself. Like, you can, smudge, all then smudge during the ritual. You can smudge your whole space. You can smudge your office, your working table. If you're working from home, clear your space, because there is so much stagnant energy. Wear crystals, wonderful crystals for this eclipse season is moonstone. I got these from Slovakia. Absolutely love them. These moonstone earrings. Wear stones that are grounding, like tourmaline, for example. This is a very nice thing. You just put the crystal inside and you can change crystals. Don't forget to charge your crystals during the full moon. I know that so many practitioners don't practice rituals during lunar eclipse because they say that the energy is unstable. But I encourage you, like, if you feel doing the ritual, then definitely do it, because the instability of the energy just reminds us that the change is constant. So I feel like doing a ritual during lunar eclipse is like amazing thing to do, because you can really utilize this changing energy, this ebb and flow that it's constantly happening in our lives. But we are so fearful of change, um, because of what I mentioned, because of the motivational triad, because we want to seek pleasure with the least amount of pain and energy involved. Um, so yeah, so um, crystals, again, black tourmaline is wonderful. Moonstone, labradorite, clear quartz, always wonderful. You can work with colors, for example. You can work with colors. We know that colors have meaning. Even when I created my logo, um, you know, I really wanted to involve colors. So work with colors, wonderful thing. Again, clear your space, work with crystals, um, get outdoors, get outside. Because if the energy is unstable, we have to ground. Okay, wonderful. Again, stones, crystals are wonderful for grounding. Hematite, for example. I have a ring, hematite ring, because I'm most often like in the air all the time, and I forget to ground, especially most of the people are so busy these days, so it's wonderful to ground ourselves, practice earthing. Earthing is basically you just go outside and you put your bare feet on the ground. If you have the possibility, I know that so many of people live in the crowded cities and they don't really have time to um, time. You have time. You always have time. You make time for what's important, but they don't all the time. They don't have space to practice grounding. So even during the weekend, like try to go and ground. Okay, barefoot on the ground. Um, yeah, fear of endings, really important. I put this down because we resist change so much that basically we are stuck in the same life situations and the same job, just because it pays the rent. We stay in the same with the same people, and imagine that you are basically the combination of 5 people who you are living with or working with. So imagine if you are in a toxic environment, what does it mean? You're going to be toxic as well. So it's really important to think about all these ways during the full moon and during the full moon eclipse, how to banish these things. So I'm gonna make, let's get to the ritual, and I'm gonna use these, one of my smudging sticks, and you can find them in the shop, but basically they are so easy to make. You just create bundles of herbs, you let them dry, and then you will use them during the ritual. So very simple to make. Okay, you can involve again, herbs have meaning. Okay, so every herb has planet associated with it, goddess or god associated with it. But if you don't want to go really into like deep knowledge about plants, just grab some herbs. You can grow them even indoors with a tower garden, for example, aeroponic gardening. Grab herbs, put them in a bundle, let them dry, and you can use them in the ritual. Okay, so I'm gonna use matches, which I have to find first, to use them. Okay, I cannot find the matches though. Okay, they're here. Okay. So, as I said, smudging your office space, your home, your bedroom, like smudging is amazing. You just really have to make sure you are in a space where you can use fire. Okay, very important. So you basically clear your space like this. Okay, you can recite something like I banish all that binds. Okay, I am blessed, I am protected from all harm. Okay, I banish and release everything that no longer serves me. Imagine again, full moon is about releasing. You know, we don't do anything. We just accept what happened. You know, I know that many of us, smudge yourself even, I understand that many of us didn't achieve their goals. I haven't. In the last, many of you know, I have another business. I haven't achieved in that business, in the affiliate marketing business, what I wanted this month. But that's okay. Full moon is about really releasing this idea that we have to be perfect all the time, that we have to achieve everything, that we have to cross everything off our to-do list, blah, blah, blah. No. Full moon is about accepting what didn't work and releasing. Okay. And if you've been following, if you're in the group Power of the Moon, you know that after the full moon, the waning moon phase comes, and you are again releasing, releasing, releasing until the dark moon, where you just rest and you don't do anything. So we have this wonderful time of supermoon today and tomorrow, and eclipse season and lunar eclipse this morning, where this is amplified like 100 times. Okay, so really banishing, releasing. And before we do the ritual, I will encourage you to find a paper, get a paper, get a pen, because we're gonna write things that we want to release. Okay. So I'll wait for a couple of minutes until you get your paper, like anything, if you're in a restaurant watching this, just grab, a ticket or something. And you're going to write 3 things which you would like to release. So grab paper, grab a pen, and grab a safe container where you can drop the paper, because we're gonna burn that stuff. We're gonna burn that bitch. Okay. I hope I can say bad words here, but if you're watching me, if you're following me for a while, you know that I am very honest in everything. So get your paper, get your pen, get your container. If you don't have a container, if you're in an office, don't do this ritual. Just do it like in your mind, and you can come home and do it at home, because we don't want to burn down the office, right? Okay, so, but let's first do some breathing, because we want to ground before releasing and banishing. So I would like to invite you to do something which is called boxed breath, which we are using every time when we are with our Live with Vitality Collective. We do this before every Zoom. And if you've been following us, yesterday, every Monday we have a live. So box breathing means you will inhale at 4. You will hold your breath for 4 seconds and release for 4. And we're going to do this a couple of times. 4 times. Yeah, let's do 4. Okay, so inhale at 4. Hold your breath 4. And exhale at 4. And while you're breathing, think about the ways, habits, things, relationships which you would like to burn, banish, release. Okay? So inhale 4. Hold your breath 4. And release 4. Think about what you would like to release, because then we're going to write it on paper and we're going to burn it down. So one more time, boxed breath 4. Inhale at 4. Hold breath 4. and exhale 4. So think about things you would like to release. I've already thought about like at least 10 things. So I'm going to write them down. And this can be anything. Again, these can be relationships. They no longer serve you. You don't want them in your life. Um, toxic, toxic people around you. Again, you are the combination of 5 people you are most in interaction with. Okay, so you're gonna release those toxic relationships. You're gonna release habits. Okay, if you are, buying Starbucks every single day, and you suddenly at the end of the month you're asking yourself, why did I buy, that shit every single day? Release that habit. Um, if you are doing some things again that no longer serve you, if you are um, talking to people you don't want to talk to, if you are in a job that you hate, again, try to release all those things, because I'm going to tell you why. Because if you are resistant to change, the universe will uh, just strip those things anyway. So better to do that alone than somebody else, right? So I'm gonna write some things down. Wonderful thing which you would like to release is people pleasing. We know that so many times we go to some party, to some gathering, or some uh, yeah, or you're with a community you don't want to talk to or be with anymore. So people pleasing can be one of those things. If you would like to dress certain way, but you are afraid what people might think, you are afraid to share some things publicly. And we know that, like, within the last 4 years we know that uh, censorship was rampant, but still you can find ways how to share things. So there are so many toxic relationships in our lives. So again, release those. Bad habits. If you're smoking, for example, I know how difficult it is, because again, it brings us to this motivational triad. We don't want to. We want to avoid pain with the least amount of energy possible. But again, change is necessary, and change comes with energy and with pain. So bring or write all those things down on the paper. Again, if you cannot burn right now the paper, if you're at work or if you're at a cafe, don't do that. Do it at home. Write 3 things down. If you feel like writing 10 things down, that's completely okay. I'm gonna write one more thing. And I hope you already wrote yours. For example, waiting for permission to do something. And I'm guilty of that. So I wrote that down. And what you're gonna do after you smudged your space, you're just gonna simply fold the paper. Okay, you're gonna fold the paper. You're gonna put it in your safe container. This can be sink, for example. If you don't have anything like that, if you don't have an area outside where you can burn things, then zinc is a wonderful option. Okay, just really safety first. We are here in the south of France, and even if we had a lot of rain, it's always really necessary to make sure that we are using the fire safely. Okay, and then what you're gonna do, you're just gonna simply burn it all those negative beliefs. I'm gonna push this so I don't burn my computer down. All those negative emotions, all those um, all that people pleasing, all those things that binds us, all those things that don't serve us anymore. um, you're just gonna burn it. Okay, and I'll probably burn it afterwards when I'm inside because it doesn't burn at all. Yes, it does. Great. So, and while it's burning, you're gonna recite a simple thing like, I banish all that binds, I banish all that no longer serves me. I'm in safe space and I'm blessed. Okay, so while it all burns, we're gonna do that. And I did a reel about burning down all those negative beliefs, so definitely check that out. So that's it. Thanks for being here today. Again, you can find much more on my blog when you go to lunatic.fr, like France, because again, we're here in the south of France, Provence. And you can find blog posts in my native language, in Slovak, and in English as well. And I'm sending a newsletter every couple of days with updates from the farms. It's burning beautifully, with updates from the farm, and also go and check our blog and our shop. These wonderful smudge sticks. I'm currently giving them with every purchase. Unfortunately, I'm only delivering in European Union because of some, you know, administrative stuff. And also, you can find there our full moon herbal blend, which is amazing because every herb is either grown here on the property or wildcrafted. As I mentioned, I'm a professional wildcrafter and medicinal herb farmer, and of course there's lavender in this, okay, in this blend, and jasmine, because jasmine is wonderful herb that is connected with the full moon. There's rose. Again, wonderful things. So check it out in the shop. I'm gonna put a link under this video. And thanks for being here. And if you love what you're seeing, then definitely come to our group, Power of the Moon, because I share their insights on astrology of the week and many other interesting things. Okay, so thanks for being here. See you again next time. I'm gonna make these more often after I finished my studies, because it was my last day today, and I'm really excited about that. Okay, so take care, everyone, and happy full moon, happy super moon, and happy lunar eclipse. Okay, take care. Bye.